General Motors. This vibrant car manufacturer was once a name which scathed competitors in the auto industry. This auto giant did file for bankruptcy in the year 2009, unfortunately due to multiple business reasons. Let us case study the reasons for the failure. Welcome to the podcast Anthology of Corporate Failures. A short history of General Motors. The name General Motors paints us a picture of something great, isn't it? For many years, it was the world's largest private employer. Started in the year 1931 in the United States, General Motors churned out passenger cars which were considered as masterpieces until its competitors geared up to eat its market share. At its peak, General Motors had a 50% market share in the United States alone and also maintained the same state across the continents in the world. During World War II, General Motors, sensing the need of the hour, switched their entire production to manufacturing goods needed by the nation. They produced airplanes, tanks, machine guns, trucks, and even shells. Now, let us have a glimpse of General Motors' Indian story. In India, General Motors commenced their operations in 1940s, assembling Chevrolet cars, trucks and buses. In the later years, General Motors went on to have tie-ups with Hindustan Motors to build certain vehicles of foreign origin. General Motors operated their vehicle manufacturing plants in Halol, Gujarat and Talegaon, Maharashtra. Though General Motors being a multinational conglomerate, we are going to discuss only the story of Indian version of General Motors in this case study. Let us now case study the reasons for its failure. Reason number 1. General Motors failed to understand the Indian customers. Repeating it, General Motors failed to understand the Indian customers. Some of the cars that General Motors produced in India are Chevrolet Beat, Chevrolet Sail, Chevrolet Spark, Chevrolet Enjoy, Chevrolet Trailblazer. If you would recollect, these cars were not able to make a mark on the Indian customer's mind. Indian consumers, especially the middle class market that General Motors was targeting, looked for an aspirational, cost-effective and comfortable cars, something that General Motors could never understand nor deliver. India is known for its huge population and diverse markets where each individual has a different taste and preference. Reason number 2. General Motors had a turbulent management structure. Repeating it, General Motors had a turbulent management structure. The leadership at General Motors led the company in a more bureaucratic style rather than with the required team spirit. Constant rejigs at the top made the vision of the company a blurred one. In fact, General Motors had 9 different CEOs in their 21 years of tenure, and there used to be a lot of changes to the corporate structure. This is one main reason as why people fail to follow a proper long-term strategy. On the contrary, the ultra-successful Maruti Suzuki had just 5 CEOs in the last 35 years. Reason number 3. No innovation in the product portfolio. Repeating it, no innovation in the product portfolio. portfolio of any product has to get updated passionately, catering to the taste of the consumers. Whereas GM cars used to have old platforms and old engines. Barely any car from the portfolio had a modern technology. Quality of the components deteriorated in the course of time, which is actually the result of a massive cost-cutting exercise. At the same time, rivals were churning out new platforms, new engines, and better looking cars. Reason number 4. Bad networking with the stakeholders. Repeating it. Bad networking with the stakeholders, dealers in particular. A good product needs to be sold through a good network, and the good network needs a good product in its portfolio. In the good old days, GM had 400 plus dealerships in India, but then a lot of things happened. Their sales started failing. People were facing issues with their dealerships. Dealerships didn't have confidence in GM's new products, and thus the dealership count went from 400 to 200, with most dealers moving out to different car brands. A quick recap of the failure reasons. Reason number 1. General Motors failed to understand the Indian customers. Reason number 2. General Motors had a turbulent management structure. Reason number 3. No innovation in the product portfolio. Reason number 4. Bad networking with the stakeholders, dealers in particular. Thanks for your time, patience, and listening. In our subsequent episodes, let us come up with another interesting case study. Thank you.